Happy Saturday guys! Today, pupunta tayo sa BGC at bibili tayo ng cupcakes. Kasama ko ang aking sister. Siya nagda-drive. Hindi ko na pwedeng ilipat sa kanya yung camera kasi baka masampal ako ng di oras. Kaya sa akin na lang siya today. Maganda ang panahon ngayon. Kaya maaga kami umalis para at least iwas traffic. Excited kasi kami ngayong araw na to dahil titikim tayo ng cupcakes sa isang store na actually matagal na siya dito sa Pilipinas, no? Tama ba? Sabi ng kapatid ko, ganoon lang. Ayaw niya magsalita. Ngayon lang kami titikim, no? Kasi parang nagkikrave kami ng something sweet. It's a bakery actually from the US, from New York. They started to branch out to different countries around the world. I think based on the video na nakita ko, they've already branched out to 25 different countries around the world. So I'm so excited to try it and then share that with you guys. So, let's go! Thank you. Parang ako nalungkot na pumunta lang tayo doon tapos bumili. Tapos babalik na lang tayo sa bahay.
Wala pong spoon.
Okay guys, so ngayon ay titikman na natin yung pinamili natin kanina sa M Bakery, no? So actually for today, we'll be tasting 8 flavors of this cupcakes. And then after me tasting each of the cupcakes, we'll try to rank them. Also, so that you know when you want to try this store, you can actually go there and try the recommendations that I would be giving in this video. So before we start tasting these delicious cupcakes, I would just like to remind you guys to please subscribe to my channel if you like seeing these types of videos that I make for you. You do that by clicking the red subscribe button down below and the bell notification icon beside it, and click all para at least whenever I post these new videos for you, you're always informed. Also, please don't forget to comment down below. It's always nice to actually hear from you guys in terms of the thoughts that you may have when I post these videos. Also, if you're interested, I'll put a link here, right here, on the past food videos that I've made. If you want to check it out, please do. Yung first cupcake nila, chocolate cupcake with chocolate buttercreams. And then the right one is the vanilla cupcake with vanilla buttercream. Ang cute niya, no? So we'll go first with the vanilla cupcake. There. You have some sprinkles on top. So I'll hahatiin lang natin siya. Inside the cupcake, it's just plain white cupcake and then the peach frosting on top. So let's give it a taste. Creamy, thick frosting. The buttercream on top doesn't really taste any kind of special kind of flavor. It's just sugary, creamy kind of buttercream. With the sprinkles, it gives it a bit of a crunch on top. And the cake itself, the cupcake, I can taste vanilla flavor on the sponge itself. Very good flavor. This one, the sponge here is very thick, very sugary, sweet, and with the sprinkles on top gives it a bit of a crunch. It's good. So now, with that, let's try the chocolate one. Let's see if there's anything inside. Nope. So inside, you just have the regular brown, dark chocolate cupcake sponge at the bottom, and then a chocolate frosting on top with sprinkles. So let's give this a taste. Cheers. Sorry. For me, I'm really a chocolate lover. This one has a very deep, dark, rich chocolate flavor. The top icing is rich chocolate, milk chocolate taste. With the sprinkles, it gives it that crunch. And the cake itself has this bitter, dark chocolate taste. It's like a normal sponge cake, a chocolate sponge cake that you are familiar with. So the combination of the sweet and the bitterness of the dark chocolate sponge at the bottom really complements well with each other. Because of the contrast of the bitter chocolate sponge at the bottom, it works well. It's not just pure sugary sweetness. So I prefer this chocolate buttercream frosted cupcake more than the vanilla one. So the next cupcakes that we'll actually be tasting are priced at 165 pesos per piece. First one that we will be tasting is what they call the coconut cupcake. It has a meringue icing and then it has some top flaked coconuts. And let's see if there's something inside. Yep. Ooh, dense coconut sponge. There is filling inside. Inside you have some sort of a coconut, what do you call this? It's similar to a makapuno, desiccated coconut with makapuno extract and, what do you call this? What's that? Condensed milk. So let's give this a taste. Cheers. Very strong coconut flavor from the desiccated coconut mixture inside. The icing, it kind of reminds me of those party cakes that we have here in the Philippines. The thick meringue, because it's thick and creamier as compared to the icing that I tasted earlier. The white icing doesn't have any coconut flavoring on top except for this desiccated coconut. And the sponge itself, same as the texture of the previous cupcakes that I actually tasted. Sponge cake, it has some desiccated coconut mixture mixed onto the batter. You can actually feel a bit of a texture once you bite into the sponge cake because of the desiccated coconut inside. So if you're a type of person that loves coconut, you would definitely love this cupcake. But for me, in terms of the ranking, first is the chocolate buttercream, and then the coconut, and then the vanilla cream frosted buttercream cupcake that we have. This is what they call the Ube Cupcake with halaya filling and ube meringue buttercream on top. Similar to ube makampuno that we have here in the Philippines. You still have also the desiccated coconut on top, which is a bit brown because I think they toasted the desiccated coconut to give it more of a toasted coconut flavor. So inside of this one, as you can see, there's this hard texture here. I think that is the ube halaya. For the foreign friends that I have who doesn't know about halaya, halaya is, they have purple yam, or here in the Philippines, we boil purple yam to the point that it's very soft. And then we pound them. We put sugar and condensed milk on it. And then we start mixing it in a pot over low simmering heat so that it becomes thicker and thicker. I think you sometimes have to mix that for about an hour. Very ube makapuno smell of the coconut. That purple yam or halaya mixture, it's not sweet at all. You can taste the purple yam inside. The sponge itself, it has that ube flavoring type of smell. If you're used to that ube cake kind of flavor, this doesn't divert away too far from it. So it's giving you the similar taste, but in cupcake form. Other than that, it's a good cupcake. So if I were to rank the ube comes third among all the 4 cupcakes that I have tasted so far. The 5th cupcake, this is the banana cupcake with the chocolate meringue on top. Smell-wise, the buttercream that I had in the first chocolate buttercream frosted cupcake is the same smell. Yeah, you can actually smell the banana on the cupcake itself. I doubt that there's something inside because I think the banana itself was mixed into the batter already. There's not any filling inside. If you're familiar with the look of how a banana loaf or banana bread looks like, it's very similar to that one. Cheers! Very strong banana flavor of the cupcake itself at the bottom. The frosting is just the same buttercream chocolate frosting that we had in terms of the first cupcake flavor that I like. Once you bite them together, I don't taste the chocolate anymore because of the strong flavor of the banana that they actually placed in the cupcake itself. So if I were to rank this, it will actually be second to the lowest because I think the flavors itself actually conflicts each other in terms of the taste profile. The next cupcake that we have, Lotus Biscuit Cupcake with Lotus Biscuit filling and Lotus buttercream. If you're not familiar with Lotus Biscuit, it's an American brand, and then it's color brown and the shape itself is actually oblong. I'll put a picture here. The memorable thing about the Biscuit is there was actually this contest in Instagram, and I actually won a consolation prize. So I ended up, I think, around 3 months worth of supplies of Biscuit biscuits. Very cool and very memorable for me for the year 2019. So on top you have a beige type of frosting. I think this is a... The swirl on top of the cupcake is actually a biscuit paste. You don't have any filling inside. So let's give this a taste. Very sweet frosting. Strong taste of the biscuit present on it, and then the cake itself, mocha tasting sponge cake at the bottom. Flavor wise, if you like the taste of biscuits, this one really reflects that, but it's just very sweet for me to actually enjoy. So maybe if you pair it with a cup of coffee, it's better because the sweetness is actually neutralized when you bite into it. But impression on this one, just very sweet for my taste. I'm sorry, but this is going to be the last in my ranking in terms of flavor profile. But again, Biscoff inspired cupcake. Yeah, it is Biscoff tasting. Our 7th cupcake is what they call the Devil's Food Cupcake with mocha buttercream on top. I thought it was the cupcake crumbs that they sprinkled. No, it's actually sugar. Chocolate sugar on top. The same chocolate buttercream swirl that they have. They say this one is mocha. There's nothing inside. The taste of this one is compared to the flavor of chocolate buttercream frosted cupcake that I tasted earlier, the second one. This one, it has the hint of coffee on the buttercream itself, which is actually a good contrast because of the sweetness, and you have that coffee taste present in the buttercream. The chocolate and the coffee complement each other. It makes it more rich in terms of really chocolatey flavor. So if I were to rank this one, this will actually be my first one. It's good. So we now go to the 8th and final cupcake that we have. It's called Pistachio Cupcakes. On top we have the pistachio meringue buttercream. This is their seasonal, part of their seasonal flavor in the store. It's not all year round that they have this. It's priced the highest among all of the cupcakes that I've shown you so far. 220 pesos per cupcake. It's like a full meal already when you buy something in McDonald's. Let's see if there's something inside. There's nothing inside the cupcake. If you're familiar with pistachio nuts, it actually smells like that. So which is actually better for me because artificial flavoring is not something that I like eating. Let's give this a taste. Cheers! Wow. The frosting on top, it has the same similar buttery texture of the buttercream that I've tasted so far. The taste itself is actually not sweet at all, not too sweet. The hint of the pistachio flavor on top. If you know pistachio gelato ice cream, the buttercream tastes somehow exactly like that. And then the sponge itself, there is this nutty aftertaste from the sponge. The good thing about this cupcake, not the artificial pistachio flavor that most ice creams that would have, it's the pistachio flavor coming from those nuts. This cupcake is not sweet. That's the best thing that this cupcake has. That I think if you were to order this with a good cup of coffee, and even if your coffee has a bit of sugar on it, it wouldn't actually battle one another in terms of the sweetness being too much. Even at the price of 220 pesos, you get the real flavor from the pistachio plus the cupcake sponge that it's not sweet. it actually complements each other very surprisingly. I had my skepticism about this cupcake, but it actually surprised me well. So in terms of the ranking, I like this pistachio seasonal cupcake flavor the best among everything that I've tasted. It ranked first among all the cupcakes. You should definitely try this cupcake. It's very good. So guys, thank you so much again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Please don't forget to subscribe, and please let's reach this milestone, that first milestone that we have of 100,000 subscribers for my YouTube channel. I would really love and appreciate your support, and for all the subscribers that I have right now, thank you so much for your continued support in my journey. So with that, I'd like to end my videos by saying, take care guys, I hope you're staying safe, and I'll see you next time in my next video. Take care and bye!